Hello. As most of you know, I've already added a slot car track around the perimeter of my layout. You can see it here. For 20 years, we had a 1995 Ford Taurus wagon, which we nicknamed the Blue Goose. That was a part of our family. It was originally purchased new by my mom and dad, who gave it to us in 2001. By 2021, the heat of being in Texas had taken its toll. The air conditioner was out, the windows couldn't be rolled up and down, and she was worn out. And so I gave her to Cars for Kids to help keep kids in school. With the slot car track on the layout now, I thought that it would be fun to have a Blue Goose slot car to run on it. I found this 3D model of the Taurus wagon on the internet, and I thought, perfect. So I took the wheels off and was going to hollow it out to use for a 3D printed model. But one thing that I realized after hours and hours spent working on it is that this is not a 3D solid model. Rather, this is a 3D mesh. And Slicer and Blender can't take this mesh and turn it into a solid model. So I had this solid object or solid model of a Ford EcoSport that I had originally developed to make a paper model to include in my Ford timeline. So I took this model, once again, I took the wheels off and I imported it into Blender, where I used Blender's hollow function to make it hollow. I then imported it into Slicer and had my son print it for me on his 3D printer. The result was a white blob that looks like what you see. So I took it and I cut out the bottom of it and cut out the front wheel well and made this hollow body. Like I said, it was a white blob. So then I had the idea to take a printout of the paper model which I made. You can see it here with some wheels from a die-cast car mounted to it. And I covered the outside of it with the pieces from the paper model. And so here you see my first completed 3D body shell. So this is an old Tyco Lamborghini slot car. So we'll take the body off and set it aside. And snap this one on. And there you go. Now, I've already ran this car several times already. It's been hit multiple times, and it's made multiple excursions to the floor. I also made it a little bit too long, so I had to hollow out the wheel wells a little more towards the center so that it would fit. So that's why the wheel wells are so long. But here, you can see my Ford EcoSport slot car. Now, the other downside about this body is that it is too heavy. The Testarossa body weighs about 4 grams, as you can see. My EcoSport body, which I made, weighs 6 grams. You may notice how there's blackening in here. That's because I took a Dremel and I try to get as much, basically sand out as much of the interior as I can and try to reduce the weight further. So I got it down to 5 or 6 grams versus the 4 grams for the Countach body. But that's pretty close. Here it is on the track with the rest of my fleet there in the background. This one in the front is an Auto World GT Icon Ford GT that I picked up at Michael's, and I liked it because I think the details is fine for what I use them for, and it costs half the cost of buying the ones on Amazon or on eBay. The EcoSport is a smaller car, so you can see how scale-wise it is much bigger than, say, the Bluesmobile here. And of course, I made it even worse by making the body a little bit too big. I should also add, this is not the EcoSport that was sold in North America. This is the EcoSport that was first developed for India and for the UK. And it's got a nose that only a mother could love and a spare tire in the back, which the North American one did not have. So without further ado, let's give it a shot. In part 2, we'll see how I continue on my quest to make a Blue Goose slot car. We'll also see how I start experimenting with a program called Meshy to have it make the slot car body for me.